Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the Foundry. I am JB here with Sly Kiko and Talis 64, and today we're going to be reacting to the newest little hands-on preview of Sons of the Forest. So we got a brand new game. It's coming out in a couple months. I'm sure you guys are familiar with the Forest if you guys are here on the Foundry. It's a fun little game, but stranded on an island full of cannibals, trying to survive, trying to find your son. Guys, how's that going? Did you guys get your son back yet?
No.
Being a kid?
Yeah,
Shit.
gotta get the.
I forgot all about him, dude.
Yeah, it's been. I see you guys been spending a lot of time in caves. I edit the videos, so I see what's going on. A lot of child neglect.
I think you
there.
don't see what's going on because we spent so much time in the caves.
So that's one thing we know we're not looking forward to in Sons of the Forest is less caves, please. Less caves. So we're gonna take a look at this little preview, see what's going on, and some of the new in-game stuff. I've been seeing a lot of stuff pop all over my social media about a lot of the new in-game mechanics. I'm really excited to dive into it. I'm just really hyped up about the game. I fucking love cannibals. They're creepy as shit. Guys, what are you excited about?
Definitely trying meat for the first time.
Eating.
Absolutely.
Talis.
Specifically human meat. Yeah.
Talis, what
I
are you
can eat
excited
it
about?
too. Yeah,
No,
Cannibals alright.
cannibals, all right. That's all we can
Yep.
focus on. We're just really focusing on the human meat aspect. I think there might be more, but let's find out, you guys.
Is it going to be a direct spin-off to the first one, like same island, or?
I don't know if it's the same island. I think you're the same character though, because there's like a little there's like a little scene in the first trailer where he looks down. He's got these shitty tattoos on his arms and stuff.
And you're like, I've seen those before.
It's like says, "I miss my son" or some shit like that. I think that's what it says. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's perfect.
But yeah, let's take a look at the trailer, guys. Is it a
Whoa,
crucifix?
what the fuck?
Let's go, boys.
Oh shit, crucifix,
Unlike some of
boy.
its peers, the
Religion
Forest,
added.
a survival horror game from
Yeah,
Canadian-based
religion.
Those are
studio
kid.
Games delivered on
Just
not
stupid.
just the
He's already
popular
bald, he was like
Gathering Craft
7.
survival
I
game
know. The
format,
kid looked like
but
dude
also
from Bully.
Caillou.
Maybe it's directly tied in.
Fucking Caillou.
I don't like my
With the
son.
immediate arrival
Oh.
of its long-awaited
Oh.
sequel, Sons
Where
of
the
the Forest,
pizza rolls
comes
hit
not
right.
only the pressure to top the beloved experience of the original, but also
Fucking
to add
stupid.
some new and increasingly wild surprises.
Ew.
And based on
It's
the
like doing
5
the
hours
worm.
I've played so far,
For real.
I'm excited about the sequel's potential, but also confident
Dun,
that
dun,
N. Night
dun,
can
dun, dun.
revolutionize the survival genre.
I hate that gun. I'm just gonna. It looks like the Halo plasma pistol.
Oh my god, it does.
It's
The
infected.
forest begins with a simple premise. You've crash landed on a mysterious peninsula and
That's
begin
footage
your
from the,
quest to
Foundry
They better
survive
not
at
episode.
all
They
costs.
better not
There was
spoil,
also
yeah.
the
They've
optional
got the
objective of
secret
finding
ending
your
for us.
kidnapped
Oh,
son,
shit.
a task that would
Wait.
take you down a
Yeah.
wild
Ah.
and disturbing narrative
Well, there it
rabbit
goes.
hole populated by
No, there's
flesh-hungry
different endings.
mutants. Sons of the Forest
Daddy's
largely
dead.
What
shares
the
the same
fuck?
setup, substituting your son for a missing billionaire. It's a basic idea, but one that allows you to jump straight into the action.
Are you guys
allowing
listening to the
players who
dialogue?
have no
I'm not.
intention
Yeah.
of
Kinda.
progressing
Okay.
the rescue mission to solely focus on building their very own
Oh my
lakeside
God, he did a
resorts and
backflip.
friends right away. Just like its predecessor, you can play, build,
Oh, the caves
and
look
cause
beautiful,
chaos
man.
with
They look
7 of
stunning.
your friends in co-op. But
Maybe
you can still
stalagmites
see
for my
everything
taste,
Sons
but
of the
whatever.
Forest has to offer in single player. The big
I
difference
like
this
them.
time
I don't know
looks
what you're
really
talking
good.
that even when you play
Talis,
solo,
take notes, use a
you're
torch.
not alone. Enter
No.
Calvin. At the very
I
start
like your
of
cut,
Sons
G.
of the Forest, you're introduced
What's
to
up,
Calvin,
Calvin?
an elite
Gonna make out
soldier
with him?
who not only survived
Calvin?
the helicopter crash that stranded you on the island, but
Calvin.
is also very
Calvin
much
looks
along
like
for the
shit,
survival
dude.
ride
Because he's
as
an AI,
companion.
right?
While Calvin
Yeah.
has suffered some major head trauma that's left him unable to speak, his injuries have not, perhaps surprisingly, prevented him from being extremely helpful. In an apparent effort to replicate the multiplayer experience for solo players, Calvin will follow you around and respond to commands issued via a bunch of
Oh, that's
handy
pretty cool,
quick
though.
select options
I like
on a
that.
notepad.
Yeah,
He'll take
I like that
orders to
too.
see out your
They say that's
less
only
than
in solo?
desirable busy work, such
Yeah.
as
No,
chopping
no,
down
no,
trees
no.
and
Oh,
gathering
okay,
logs.
cool.
Not just solo?
It's co-op too.
Oh, that'd
Oh.
be great. Have a house
During my
bitch, you know?
hands-on, the value
House
of having an AI
bitch.
companion was immense.
Someone that's not named
There was
Kylo.
a huge benefit to sending Calvin off to find resources, while my co-op partner and I
heard that.
focused on designing our structure. I'd regularly
you're right,
turn
yeah,
around
yeah.
to find
You
a
can
fresh
have him
pile
be
of
house
logs for our
bitch.
disposal, with Calvin already on his merry way to collect more.
I like the
Not only will
slow-mo
Calvin
of dropping
somewhat provide
sticks, like,
company
I
to
know,
solo
yeah.
players,
It's
but he
dramatic.
offers multiple
And him walking
resources,
back.
even when in
I
a
threw
group.
it on the
It's a very good
ground.
in the busy work of a survival game. This affords more time to either sculpt a masterpiece
What's he
or
doing? I thought he was
power
tied
forward
up
on
there
the
for a
cannibal
minute.
killing quest.
What you
Calvin
doing to
is
Calvin?
on his own, though.
I'm
Well,
chilling.
at least
I mean,
to
Calvin's
start.
in it.
He sits down to rest
mean,
when
Calvin's
he gets
in it.
tired.
Is that
and seeks
Candyland?
water when he's
He
thirsty.
built that 30
He'll also
seconds.
become upset if you treat him poorly,
That's a
which makes him
tiny
less
ass
Oh,
fire,
he can.
bro.
Oh, he has
Thus
emotions.
increases
You
the
can
value of the
upset him if you
companion.
treat him like
and
shit.
if you decide you're not
Oh,
interested
wow.
in having a worker bee along for the ride, you have the option to disable Calvin in the most realistic way possible. Shoot him in the head, and you'll remove him from your session. Permanent. You're
Wow,
limited to
that's kinda
one
fucked
Calvin
up,
per
dude.
I
multiplayer
love
session,
that.
So the dream of a legion
Kelvin,
of
I'm sick of your
Calvins can't be
shit.
fulfilled. But the developers assured me that there are other
Gunshot.
companions
No.
What that means, right before we make it
each
to
with
the
their
end,
own
somebody
unique
has to
layout.
No,
turn the gun on
don't
Calvin.
do
We have to put
that.
him down.
Goodbye,
Okay, we're gonna call him
Kelvin.
Lenny, okay? We're
What the
She
fuck,
quickly
dude?
scampered once I approached her.
He looks
Oh,
like Jeffrey to
Had
me.
more of a
Ooh,
skittish
she
sensibility
kinda-
than
she's kinda
Calvin.
hot,
Ew.
But the developers
kinda
told me
bad.
that she can eventually
looking
be
like a
Talis
witch
would hit.
and will
Left
become
4 Dead.
attached to you over time should you be
Any
kind to
female
her.
that
They compare
Talis
her
encounters
instinct
is
to that of an
weeping.
elusive
Oh, she's
and
bathing.
independent cat, which stands in
She
opposition
had two
to
guns at the
Calvin's
same
lovable
time.
and obedient
Wait,
dog.
is this girl holding
The
2
AI
guns?
improvements aren't
Yeah.
limited
I thought that was a
to
She got the
person
straps.
behind her.
On our
Okay, okay,
expedition,
yeah, I
we
was
came
like,
across
is there a
several
gun
groups
out of
of
her
enemies,
forehead?
ranging from a cluster of cannibals to a mob of monstrosities, each
Oh,
demonstrating their own
there's like one where it
impressive
opens up like
decision-making
fingers and
abilities.
shit.
It felt like my enemies were
Did it say
thinking
Kelvin
and
does
making
combat?
active decisions
Yeah.
based on not only my actions but
I just-
also
I
their
missed that.
We're moving on
situation
from the
and
Kelvin stuff,
environment. Particularly in
Jeffrey.
first-person horror games, enemies generally have 2 modes of behavior,
Oh.
patrol and attack. But in Sons of the Forest, some foes would just be extremely wary and
it's still
just
kinda dark,
interested in
though,
watching
like in
what
the
I
forest
do,
like that.
while others would charge in aggressively, only to back down
Hopefully.
when things didn't go their way.
Damn,
I
his
saw
ass.
enemies consoling their fallen friends, changing their clothes depending on the weather conditions, and even trying to
Man.
destroy
Oh,
my
that's-
newly
that's pretty
erected
smart.
home when my back was turned.
not everyone's
it was
naked
clear to
with their
see that
dicks
the
and
enemy's
tits out.
brains were not only
Bummer.
following coded rules, but also adapting.
Oh, there's
the
to
one with the
some
fingers.
external
There's the finger
influences.
one.
The developers
Fingers? I thought his whole
explained to me
body's
that
just
certain enemies
teeth.
with
It's
leadership
fingers.
qualities can influence
Ugh.
the decisions of others
Just
and
mowing
even
the
promote
lawn.
ideas in their ranks, such as religion, and
You
that
want
each
boiled
individual
hot
has their own
dogs?
tastes, desires, and proclivities.
Lizzie Gobbler.
The glizzy gobbler, yeah.
Like, oh, they look really wet. Little slimy, little
From a
greasy.
small taste of Sons of the Forest, I didn't
Oh,
really
the
get a
butterfly.
sense of how deep
Yeah,
the
that's what
system
she
is
felt.
and how much it'll affect your experience. But the teasers I saw filled my mind with dozens of possibilities. I saw enemies adapting to changing their ecosystem and weather conditions,
see
which
you.
now cycle through seasons that change as you progress. I even accidentally
Ah.
triggered a war after I stupidly opened the entrance to the game's complex underground cave network and released a faction of mutants into the domain of another
Oh, so I
tribe.
guess the
My
caves will
simple
be a thing,
decision
though.
caused their living space to change and encouraging them
cave
to adjust
play.
their focus. And after that little taste of chaos, I can't wait
Apparently
to see
he
how
let
flexible
loose
this
the
system can
mutants.
be. As you'd expect, the titular forest makes a return, and it looks better than ever. From the complex density of foliage to the
Yeah, the
gorgeous
forest does
rainfall
look
of
beautiful.
beautifully lit cave stalactites amongst the hanging corpses and mutant fetuses, the graphical power
I
on
can't
show
wait to
here
play this on
rivals
Switch.
the majority of
The
AAA
fetus
releases.
gameplay.
It was a joy to explore
You
without
played on
even
Switch,
the
it's
slightest
only
hint of
fetuses you're-
repetition.
Oh,
in its
no, like the
design. With
logs!
teaser
Holy
bumped
shit, that's
up
Oh,
awesome.
and
no.
God
Oh, actually,
knows
that can
what
be
else
clever.
in the
We could
world.
use that to
Promised
efficiently
be
move it
4 times
downriver.
larger than
God
the
damn,
original,
Sly, you
I could
fucking
easily
think
see
it's
myself
smart
getting
as hell
lost
already.
And then sidetracked in the wilderness for hours
Like a
on end.
goddamn
But at
engineer.
its core, Sons of
Yeah.
the Forest is a survival game.
We're gonna
And so
name
when you're
Kelvin
not
Beaver.
exploring,
He's gonna
there's
build
a
the
good
dam.
chance you're building. The construction
just at the
tools have
bottom
been
of it with his mouth
significantly
open,
overhauled
catching the
for
logs.
sequel. Gone are the floating blue
Oh, we're
ghost
back to
building
this.
blocks, replaced by user-friendly, realistic presentation of wilderness carpentry. Instructions are more literal and actions are contextual. Instead of just loading resources into a ghost version of the final product, you're now free to, with magnetic and snapping assistance, manually place logs and sticks in the direction that you'd like, allowing for a complete customization of your structure instead of following a predetermined
that's really
design.
interesting.
My partner, Calvin,
very-
and I
that's very
immediately set to
thorough.
work on building a
Agreed.
lakeside domicile of our own. And what began
You
as
mean
a
that's
traditional
Calvin's
design
pointing.
immediately
He's like,
blossomed when
"Monster."
we realized the only limitation was our imagination. You're working on
I don't wanna
every placement
build.
by hand,
So
and
he's
thus the
deaf?
structural
I
points
guess that's
present
his,
not
like,
only a
story
decision,
thing.
Man, that
but
looks so
opportunity
bad.
for expression. I
With
was
that
informed that
little
the
foil.
option of the more
Yeah.
traditional blueprint builds
Oh,
is
you get to
still there
sharpen
for
the log-
purists.
oh, that's
I
so
found the
cool.
DIY
I like
construction
that. I
far
like
more
that.
appealing than the IKEA
I get to
approach.
split it.
Then,
Yeah, that's
of
like super
course,
realistic,
there's the
man.
optional story to follow. From the teasers in the trailers, this is
Optional
implied to be
story to
bigger and
follow.
perhaps even crazier than the original. and
Or you
hopefully
could just
continues
survive in the
directly
forest.
after the forest's cliffhanger. But amongst the time spent constructing and fighting off hordes of cannibals, I didn't really get a sense of how
Oh,
the
he
story
mad.
was going
Oh,
to go
oh, I
beyond the
didn't see
initial
that.
premise. It did feel very familiar to the story of the forest though, which I guess makes sense in the term of dropping players right into the action. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't have concerns that it could potentially retread old ground. My hope is this simply serves as a jumping off point to go in some truly crazy directions, and it develops a narrative through line for the first game that still feels cohesive. But time will tell once I
Man,
get my
see,
hands
like,
on the
the
full game
mist
and manage
and
to pull
the
myself
ray
away
tracing,
from
like,
building
in
a
the sky
replica of
is
the Ewok
amazing.
village
I like
and
the little
destroying
crafting
lives of the
table.
unsuspecting locals. Sons of the Forest appears to evolve and build on every aspect of its predecessor,
turtle.
with
Oh,
a
rain
focused
puddles.
goal of realism and
Glub.
developing a flexible
Ah!
ecosystem.
Oh,
Von
no.
Schmiegel,
Building blocks are
bro!
there to create something truly special.
Holy
But its killer
shit.
feature is the addition of impressively sophisticated and
sushi.
smarter AI enemies and companions that could not only
typical
provide a
Californian.
huge leap forward for the series, but the survival
Yeah.
game genre as a whole.
Show us a different fucking weapon besides a goddamn bow and arrow, motherfucker.
Come on,
And if you
pull
like
out the
that video
musket.
and want to find out more about Sons of the Forest, why
I
not
wanna see
check
this
out
guy play.
everything that we
Men.
know so far? And for everything else Sons of the Forest,
Are these the
stick
cannibals?
with IGN.
Are these the cannibals you're looking for? That was a lot, but a little at the same time.
Yeah, we got to see a little kind of a little bit of the different enemies, which I was really excited about. Yeah, there's a tattoo I think on his arm that says "Fight Demons" and shit. It's fucking dumb.
Honestly, this one,
Honestly-
I hate trailers that have like the whole talk through thing because it's like, it's not so much just like we're talking over it too,
Yeah.
but like I kind of want to just see things and get an like idea for it. If you do a second trailer later where you explain like some of the cool shit, like Red Dead had like a main trailer when it first was announced. And then they had like an actual explanation trailer talking about like, oh, guns have like realistic load animations. Your environment is affected by the decisions you make, etc.,
Right.
etc. Yeah, and it's like, dude, that was perfect. You showed me a little bit, and then you went in depth and you got me rock hard. Now, this one's just like right off the bat, it's like, okay, we're gonna show you two weapons the whole time.
Well,
Kelvin,
there have been a couple
and-
trailers before this.
has there really?
Yeah.
They all look the same though. Cause like I see
That's
one from
yeah.
Well, I don't
2
mean to be
years.
an asshole, but I think the forest is pretty much a lot of the same Z of the game. That you just doing the same bit with different upgrades and a different like better
True.
looking house and stuff.
Same
I-
could be said for Minecraft.
Right.
But this is from an indie studio, so
yeah.
Mm.
I'm not
is
dissing
reasonable.
on the game as well, but like I don't
Yeah.
know what they are gonna show. I mean, like there's probably just a lot of gameplay in the forest and in the caves. And like some of my favorite stuff was building a base and building traps, building the human effigies, and just kind of building up my amount of supplies I could gather. In this game, I hope they have a better way to heal. I hope they have a better like light system as well. I hope that because when you get later in the game with like later in the days, like you are getting attacked non-fucking stop
Real.
by creatures, and it's like I cannot work on anything without getting just hit like every day, like at nighttime getting battered by 20 to 30 cannibals. Like it's a lot,
Jesus
you know. It can be a lot, and it looks like a lot in this. Like they're just running around everywhere, just smacking each other's dudes with fingers all over. I hope to see a variety of different creatures and stuff. The lighting already looks tons better. It looks like a beautiful game. I know it's gonna be gory as hell. The caves already look a little bit better now that they're wet. Now the light will like shimmer and bounce off it a little bit better, so it won't be so pitch black. But yeah, it looks exciting. I didn't see a lot of different, I guess,
variety.
weapons. I don't know. Weapons.
Yeah. And they didn't show too much variety. They didn't really show too much combat. Maybe they're trying to like hold on to their hand. They don't want to show us all the spooky shit.
Right.
But at the same time, I feel like that's a good way to like rope us in.
Yeah, you want to show the highlights for people to draw them in. Because
Absolutely.
it's been a long time since the first Forest game has dropped, you know? And I think they want to stand out because there are tons of just survival sim games out there, like tons and tons, like of when it comes just to Rust, to even Minecraft. There's just like a ton of just build and survive, like Raft and other crap like that. And a lot of them are just crap, but I think the Forest is pretty different. I think with the taboo, with the not the aliens, the cannibals and the weird incest that shit they've got going on, it's really fucking weird and it's really interesting. See, Talis loves that shit. Can't get enough of it.
Yum yum yum.
Yeah, but I'm excited about it. What that is coming out on, I wrote it down here. It is February 23rd. Cool.
This year?
Yes.
Shit.
Oh shit, we gotta finish our playthrough.
Gotta finish
Right?
playthrough. So you guys
Right
have
now.
to do the Men in Black little mind swipe of what you saw there in the game. Yeah, there are different. There are different. There are different endings though for the main game.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
for how
good
thorough
to
you guys
know.
are, I can definitely assume you guys will be getting the worst ending.
Oh boy.
I don't like
Just-
how you
I'm
anyways.
just, I'm just kidding.
He's probably not wrong though.
No, but hey, if you guys are watching this right now, if you want to know what's going on, what the story is, Sly and Talis here, they've got a playthrough on the main channel. They're also streaming it over on the Foundry Twitch. The links will be down below in the description. Make sure to check that stuff out. You know, follow the Twitch. We've got a lot of other games over there as well. But we'll see you guys later on more Sons of the Forest here on the Foundry, but in the future. Bye, you guys.
Adios.